there are a couple reasons. One is my own inexperience, and another is the newness. Maybe it's the newness of these kinds of assignments in the first place. But I wonder if it's the nature of these assignments anyway, that they have to be more open-ended, like that it's tied to the genre. It's a question of genre that we don't want to be too restrictive. We don't want to have specific design elements and rhetorical features that are just so locked in, like a traditional journal article, 20 to 25 pages. Your works cited has to be like this. It has to be set up like this. You have to have your introduction. You have to have your literature review, et cetera, where it's just so institutionally ingrained.
It all comes back to this insecurity about producing something of value, or producing something that meets the academic standards. And like we had been talking about, it's just not defined yet. I mean, there we were picking on someone who'd done new media article because we didn't think it was cool enough. Where was the intrigue? Where was the interest?
I want a rubric. I want to know what's expected, what kind of argument I'm making, who my audience is. I know that when I write a paper, my audience is other people out there in the academy, definitely the teacher. Who's going to be my audience for the new media piece? A rubric is always nice.
I think that if I'd had some sort of model to follow that spoke to me, I think the problem for me is that sometimes the new media scholarships loses me in its artiness. I'm not an arty person. I like it, I appreciate it, I feel I'm a creative person, but I'm not arty, if I can make that distinction. Like I said, I'm not a poet. That's not how I operate. So if I'd had some sort of models, I might have been more willing to try them on for size. And then I'm someone who, give me a model, I don't mind tweaking it and making my own adjustments.
I don't think I dislike doing new media at all. I quite like it. As long as I have clear guidelines, what I'm supposed to do or what's expected.
I think we're so new that we don't have that, and I don't know that we would want it in new media. It seems antithetical to the nature of new media itself to have that.
Having a model, like we talked about, or sort of saying, here's 3 different ways some prominent people have done it. Try to imitate, that sort of old-fashioned idea of imitating someone else's style first, to try it on, and then letting yourself play with it down the road.